If you're over 60 and can't seem to sleep through the night anymore, you're not alone, and you're not doing anything wrong. As we age, our sleep changes. You may fall asleep just fine, but wake up at 2 a.m. with your mind wide awake, or you sleep lightly and wake up feeling more tired than when you went to bed. Maybe you've tried melatonin, prescription meds, calming teas. Sometimes they help, often they don't. That's not your fault. Your body simply isn't responding the way it used to. But here's the part most people overlook. Your sleep quality can often improve with a few natural adjustments, no pills, no side effects. And one of the most surprising tools may already be in your kitchen. Red dates, also called jujubes, have been used for centuries in traditional medicine to calm the nervous system and support deep rest. And today, science is catching up. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to use red dates in simple, practical ways that fit into your evening routine. No hype, no strange recipes. Just small shifts that help your body remember how to rest. If you've been waking up tired, this might be the gentlest nudge your body needs. Part 1: Why red dates work for sleep. Let's talk about why sleep becomes more unpredictable with age, and how red dates of all things can help. After 60, it's common for people to fall asleep easily but struggle to stay asleep. You may wake up too early or drift in and out of light, shallow sleep. That's not just a phase, it's partly biological. As we age, the body naturally produces less melatonin and serotonin, two key hormones that regulate our sleep-wake cycle. On top of that, the nervous system becomes more sensitive. Stress, blood sugar dips, even a subtle change in body temperature can trigger wakefulness in the middle of the night. What red dates do is not sedate you or force you to sleep. Instead, they gently support the body's ability to relax and stay asleep by working with your system, not against it. Red dates are rich in compounds like saponins and flavonoids. These natural plant chemicals help stimulate GABA, a calming neurotransmitter that tells your brain it's okay to slow down. GABA is essential for reducing mental chatter, easing tension in the muscles, and moving the body into a state of rest. At the same time, red dates support the natural production of serotonin, which then converts into melatonin as the evening progresses. This isn't a quick fix. It's a quiet nudge toward balance, one that aligns with how your body is built to function. Modern research backs this up. In several studies, older adults who regularly consumed red dates showed measurable improvements in sleep quality, falling asleep faster, waking less often, and feeling more alert in the morning. But what makes red dates especially valuable is how gentle and non-disruptive they are. You won't feel groggy or drugged the next day. There's no dependency or rebound effect, just a gradual recalibration of your natural sleep rhythm. And because they are food, not a supplement, you can integrate them into your day without worrying about side effects or long-term impact. In a world full of sleep aids that promise a lot but often leave you worse off, red dates are refreshingly simple. They don't override your system, they remind it how to work. That matters, especially if you're tired of chasing sleep and ready to rebuild it instead. This is about more than sleep. It's about giving your body the support it quietly needs to do what it already knows how to do: rest, recover, and reset. If you've spent too many nights waiting for your mind to slow down or for your body to finally feel tired, red dates may be the most natural, respectful way to help that process begin. Method 1: Red dates plus honey. If you've ever laid in bed exhausted but unable to fall asleep, this is the method to try first. It's simple, natural, and surprisingly effective, especially if you feel like your mind is too awake at night. The combination of red dates and honey isn't just soothing, it supports real biochemical changes that prepare your body for sleep. Here's how it works. Red dates, as we discussed, help calm the nervous system and support the production of serotonin, which converts into melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. But when paired with raw honey, something even more interesting happens. Honey contains tryptophan, an amino acid that also helps increase serotonin levels. At the same time, the natural sugars in honey help deliver that tryptophan to the brain more efficiently. It's not about raising your blood sugar or giving you a sugar rush. It's about gently fueling the brain with just enough steady energy to keep it from jolting awake during the night. This is especially helpful if you tend to wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. and have trouble falling back asleep. It's a sign that your blood sugar may be dipping too low, causing a stress response in the body. A warm cup of red date tea with a spoonful of honey can prevent that. The recipe is as easy as it gets. Just take 5 to 7 dried red dates, boil them in 1.5 to 2 cups of water for about 10 minutes, then let the tea cool slightly and stir in 1 teaspoon of raw, unprocessed honey. Sip it slowly, ideally 20 to 30 minutes before bed. The warmth of the tea signals your body to wind down. The honey provides calm, sustained support, and the red dates begin working with your system to ease it into rest. What people love most about this method is how gentle it feels. There's no abrupt drowsiness. You don't pass out, you unwind. You ease into sleep like the body naturally wants to. That difference matters, especially if you're sensitive to over-the-counter sleep aids that leave you groggy in the morning. This is a method you can use nightly without side effects, without dependency, and without disrupting your rhythm. It's also inexpensive and accessible, no complicated supplements, no mixing powders, no special equipment, just a few ingredients in your kitchen and a few moments of quiet before bed. In a world where sleep problems often feel out of our control, this gives you something you can actually do, something that feels kind, consistent, real. So if you're tired of waiting for sleep to come, this small nightly ritual might be your first step back to nights that feel whole again, and mornings that don't start in a fog. Method 2. Red date plus chrysanthemum tea. Some nights it's not your body that keeps you awake, it's your mind. You're tired, but your thoughts won't settle. You replay conversations from earlier in the day. You worry about things you can't control. You plan for tomorrow even though all you want is rest. If that sounds familiar, this second method was made for you. It's a gentle tea that helps quiet the mental noise so sleep can come more naturally. Red dates work by nourishing your nervous system and helping regulate the body's rhythms. But when you combine them with chrysanthemum, a flower long known for its calming properties, you create something even more powerful, a tea that speaks directly to your overactive mind. Chrysanthemum isn't just floral and pretty, it has a long track record of helping reduce tension, lower internal heat, and soothe the senses. It works subtly, not by making you drowsy, but by releasing the tight grip of stress and mental pressure. Together with red dates, it creates a state where both body and mind feel more ready to let go. This is especially useful for people who lie in bed mentally alert while their body feels drained, or for those who sleep lightly and wake up feeling as though they barely rested. Making the tea is simple. Take 5 dried red dates and 4 or 5 dried chrysanthemum flowers. Soak the red dates in warm water for 10 minutes, remove the pits and slice them open slightly to release their nutrients. Add everything to a teapot and pour in about 2 cups of freshly boiled water. Cover and let it steep for 15-20 minutes. You can add a touch of honey if you like, but it's optional. The key is to drink it warm, not hot, preferably an hour or so before bed. Sip it slowly. Let it be part of your transition into rest. No screens, no emails, no rush, just a few moments of calm that tell your nervous system it's okay to stop. This method is as much about the experience as it is about the ingredients. It's about creating space in the evening, not just in your schedule, but in your mind. It reminds your body that winding down is a process, not a button to push. And the more consistent you are, the more your body learns this new rhythm. Many people report that after a few nights of this routine, they fall asleep more easily, not because they are forcing it, but because they are no longer resisting it. This tea doesn't knock you out. It doesn't override your mind. It helps your mind release the day on its own terms. And for many people, that's exactly what's been missing. Try this for a week. Create a quiet window before bed, even just 15 minutes, and let this simple tea support the sleep that's waiting underneath all that noise. Method 3. Eat red dates in the afternoon. Sometimes the key to better sleep doesn't come at night, it starts much earlier in the day. If you've ever found yourself feeling wide awake at bedtime, even though you felt tired all afternoon, your body may be out of sync with its natural rhythm. This third method is surprisingly simple but deeply effective. Eating a small amount of red dates in the late afternoon can help reset your internal clock and make it easier to fall asleep when night comes. Here's why that matters. As we age, our circadian rhythm, the internal system that tells us when to feel alert and when to wind down, can lose its rhythm. Especially if we're retired or no longer working full-time, our daily structure changes. We may nap irregularly, eat meals later, or spend less time outside. All of this can confuse the body's natural signals for sleep and wake. Red dates can gently help realign this rhythm. By eating 5 to 7 dried red dates between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m., you give your body a steady source of nutrients that support the nervous system and encourage natural transitions between energy and rest. This isn't a sedative, it's a way to reinforce the cues your body is looking for. One reason this works so well is because red dates help regulate blood sugar and support adrenal balance. If your energy crashes in the afternoon, your body might overcompensate in the evening, making you feel too alert right when you want to sleep. By introducing red dates as a healthy, stabilizing afternoon snack, you reduce those highs and lows and allow your evening to unfold more calmly. There's also something valuable about turning this into a mindful habit. Choose a time each day, say 4 p.m. Sit down with a few softened red dates. You can soak them in warm water for 5-10 minutes if they are hard, and eat slowly. No phone, no multitasking, just a small break. This rhythm itself becomes a kind of anchor for your day. Your body begins to recognize this is the time we prepare to slow down. For many people, this shift alone makes falling asleep hours later feel more natural. Over time, you may notice you're not forcing sleep to happen anymore. Your body starts getting sleepy around the same time each night. That's what real rhythm feels like, and it begins with a small choice in the afternoon, not another pill before bed. Red dates are gentle, food-based, and safe for long-term use. They support your system instead of overriding it. And the more consistent you are, the more your body responds. So if you're tired of unpredictable nights, try adding this one small habit to your afternoon. It may not seem like much, but for a body that's craving rhythm and calm, it could be exactly the cue it's been missing. Method 4. Red dates plus ginger tea. If you often wake up in the middle of the night feeling cold, especially in your hands and feet, or if you struggle to fall asleep because your body feels unsettled, this method is worth paying attention to. The combination of red dates and fresh ginger creates a tea that not only relaxes your nervous system but also improves circulation and gently warms the body, which is essential for restful sleep, especially as we age. One common but often overlooked reason older adults don't sleep well is poor blood flow. When your extremities are cold, your body doesn't fully settle into sleep. Your brain interprets this subtle discomfort as a reason to stay alert, even if you don't consciously feel anxious. That's where ginger comes in. It's a natural circulatory booster, warming from the inside out without overstimulating your system. When paired with red dates, which calm the nervous system and nourish the blood, the effect is deeply grounding. You're not knocked out, you're comforted. Making this tea is simple. Take 5 dried red dates and 2 to 3 slices of fresh ginger. Soak the red dates in warm water for 10 minutes, remove the pits and slice them to release more of their nutrients. Place both the dates and the ginger in a small pot or teapot. Pour in about 2 cups of boiling water and let it steep, covered, for 15 to 20 minutes. You can add a touch of honey if you prefer, but it's not necessary. The key is to drink it warm about 1 hour before bed. Ginger provides immediate warmth, while the red dates go to work calming your system from within. Together, they create an internal environment where rest feels natural and safe. This tea is especially helpful for those who describe their sleep as light or broken, the kind of sleep where you wake up every few hours, never quite feeling rested. If your sleep feels like it's constantly interrupted, this method can help restore the physical conditions your body needs to stay asleep longer. Many people also report that drinking this tea leaves them feeling lighter in the morning. Not groggy, not foggy, just gently restored. That matters, because the goal isn't just to sleep, it's to wake up feeling like that sleep actually did something. Red dates and ginger don't force sleep, they support the body in returning to its natural resting rhythm. This tea is a simple, grounded ritual. It's not a quick fix. It's a consistent cue, one that your body will begin to recognize and respond to over time. So if you've been waking up tired or restless, try warming your evening from the inside out. A small cup of red date and ginger tea might be the comfort your body has quietly been asking for. Method 5. Red dates plus chicken plus lotus seed soup. There comes a point when sleep problems aren't just about falling asleep, they are about exhaustion that doesn't seem to lift. If you've been feeling run down for weeks, waking up just as tired as when you went to bed, or dealing with stress that seems to live in your body, not just your mind, this method is for you. It's not a tea or a snack. It's a full, nourishing meal designed to support your body's deeper systems, gently helping it recover from the inside out. The combination of red dates, chicken, and lotus seeds has been used for generations to restore strength, calm the heart, and rebuild the kind of resilience that helps the body rest. Each ingredient serves a purpose. Red dates help relax the nervous system and regulate sleep hormones. Lotus seeds contain compounds that reduce restlessness, stabilize mood, and slow the heart rate, making it easier to fall and stay asleep. And chicken provides protein and amino acids that rebuild tissue, support blood sugar balance, and gently restore depleted energy. When slow cooked together, they become more than food. They become medicine your body can actually absorb. Here's how to prepare it. Soak 2 tablespoons of dried lotus seeds in water for at least 4 hours or overnight. Soak 5-7 dried red dates in warm water for 10 minutes and remove the pits. In a small pot, add half a pound of chicken, skinless thigh or breast, the soaked lotus seeds, red dates, and a few slices of carrot or mushroom if desired. Cover with 3 cups of water. Bring to a boil, then reduce to a simmer. Let it cook for about 60 to 90 minutes until everything is tender. Season lightly, just enough to taste. Eat this warm, preferably in the early evening, a few times a week. This isn't fast food. It's slow food for people who have been carrying stress in their body for far too long. The goal here isn't to sedate, it's to rebuild. This meal doesn't just help you fall asleep tonight. It gives your body what it needs to begin resting again tomorrow and the night after that. Over time, it can help calm the kind of long-standing fatigue that keeps the body wired even when the mind wants rest. If you've tried everything else and still wake up feeling like you never truly slept, this might be the method that turns the corner, not because it pushes your body, but because it supports it. Sleep isn't just about shutting off. It's about having enough internal peace, physically and emotionally, to let go. A bowl of this soup is one of the gentlest, most grounding ways to give yourself that peace. Not just tonight, but slowly, consistently over time. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. I don't take your time or your tiredness for granted. Whether you've been struggling with sleep for weeks or just quietly wishing for a better night, I hope something here offered you comfort. The truth is, your body hasn't forgotten how to rest. It may just need different support now, a softer approach, a more patient rhythm. What we've talked about today, these red date methods, aren't quick tricks or miracle fixes. They're gentle tools. Each one works with your system, not against it. They help your nervous system calm down, your blood flow improve, your mind let go. And when you repeat these small acts night after night, they begin to teach your body what safety and rest can feel like again. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start with one, try it tonight. And if your breath deepens a little easier, if your eyes close without trying so hard, you'll know it's working. So whether you're a man who wakes up at 3 a.m. every night, or a woman who lies in bed feeling wired but weary, you're not alone in this. And there's nothing wrong with you. You're simply human, and your body, even now, is still willing to heal. Thank you for spending these few quiet minutes with me. I'm wishing you a peaceful evening. One where rest isn't something to fight for, but something that gently returns. Take good care. And if tonight feels just a little softer, remember, that's a beginning.